and hear us. We do have the mic hooked up. We're hoping that it's working. We've got the video camera hooked up. We're hoping that it's working. So let us know in the chat, thumbs up, you can hear us and see us. Crickets.
Chirp, 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 chirp.
Yes, perfect.
All
yes.
Right,
and since we have stated the obvious, we do have a special, very special person here on the live feed today. One Taylor is made his valiant return to the channel since June 1st of 2022. So a gigantic, warm welcome. Welcome back, Taylor.
It's not very warm in here. Behind the scenes a little bit. It's kind of cold.
And also thank you, Tanya, for recognizing that me and Mark are also here.
You didn't have to speak. You didn't have to speak to them.
So how's everybody doing? What's everybody got going on today? I know today's apparently a big football day. I wouldn't know that because I don't watch sports, but these two guys do. So any football fans out there? Is that just not me?
Or any sports for that matter.
Judging from the last episode, no.
The creature did a number on you.
Oh, David Newland's throwing his underwear on stage.
Oh.
At you. Taylor, so welcome back. Yeah, so yesterday we had a pretty full day filming. We started about 9:30 a.m., wrapped up probably about 8 p.m. So from start to finish, filming content for you guys, getting about 6 weeks worth of content bankrolled. And so we're looking forward to start releasing that. We will have a new episode, fingers crossed, on Tuesday. And so you'll see a lot more of this guy here in the coming weeks. So we're really excited about that.
Oh,
This guy.
This guy.
This guy.
Gina is apparently a big football fan. Buffalo's kicking butt right now. That's what I say when I have hot wings that are just slightly too spicy.
Buffalo's kicking my butt. That's just in.
What else is going on out there in the world of YouTube? Who all do we have? If you have not sent us a chat yet, engage with us in the chats. We'd love to keep the conversation rolling. So what do you guys got going on today?
It's a cold Sunday.
It is cold.
Very windy.
At least in North Carolina.
At least, yeah.
It's cold everywhere. It's just that time of the year. Unless you're in the Bahamas, then I'm jealous.
Then he says, take me with you.
Yes. One-way ticket.
Not coming back.
That's usually what a one-way ticket is, Mark. Just throwing that out there.
And now you get a behind-the-scenes look at what our film sessions are like.
Pretty much. Everybody beating up on Mark.
It's
Mark,
my favorite pastime.
you know the television show back in the day, Kids Say the Darndest Things? We could hold our entire television show of Mark Says the Darndest Things. We got Joshua Quinn in the chat. My man is on the road right now, halfway across the country. And so he looks like he's going to be joining us in text format.
Oh, Norma, we're not ignoring you. We're just reveling in the fact that Josh is a Dolphins fan and he's getting smashed right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tanya, been kind of keeping up with your growth here lately, so congratulations. It looks like you've kind of found your niche audience. I've been seeing those subscribers come up. So that's really exciting. You won't be too long before you hit that 1,000.
Josh, there's no hitting on other commenters in the chat.
No. Not when your wife is playing in the car next to you.
So yeah, one of the things, one of the videos that we did yesterday was a new improv game we like to call Letters of Complaint. And so what that entails is two people being on the green screen and then only saying one word at a time, bouncing back and forth, formulating a letter of complaint to a business, a company, a person, Lots and lots of laughs there, so look for that one to be dropping on Tuesday. We might even give you a little sneak preview here today with a little improv if you guys want some of that, and see how cringeworthy it is when you can't cut out the things you don't like.
Which is all of it. Yeah.
Who else we got in here? Yeah,
Yes.
Thanks, Norma Jean. Make sure you give a thumbs up to the video. It does help with the algorithm and making sure we get some extra folks in here for future videos, and making sure our content gets put on your page more often.
Yes, finally into the double digits.
Oh yeah, 10 viewers. Hey.
Hey.
So you guys want to talk about some of what we did yesterday, and as well as we'll be answering some Q&A, some questions and answers that you guys submitted. We'll be divulging that information here as well. I feel like I'm talking a lot.
You, the leader of the pack. Hello, Rowdy. Thanks for joining us.
Rowdy! Jingle bells, well, it does kind of feel like Christmas.
No, no. 2023. We moved on. Thank you again, Gina.
David Newland always keeping things creative and interesting. The mind of David Newland is a place I feel like you could easily get lost in and never have any reason to leave. There's everything you could ever want in there.
I was going to try and argue that point, but I don't think you can.
Can't do it.
No.
So we'll talk a little bit about some of the pranks that we have done on the channel as I get the side eyes. Sometimes I don't know how far is too far. That was never more apparent than the Satan's blood hot extract that I subjected Taylor to. He's still recovering from that. He still doesn't let me forget that. And yeah. But he is also my voice of reason because shortly after that, I don't know if you remember this or not, so this should be interesting to go back in time. Shortly after that, we did a duct tape escape challenge where we took turns duct taping each other to chairs, trying to see how quickly we could escape. I wanted to do a prank on Josh. And so I threw some ideas at Taylor to see, what he thought. And one of my ideas was to put we were all blindfolded, so my idea was to take a face mask and spray fart spray on it and put it on his face while he's duct taped to a chair. Thankfully, the voice of reason stepped in, and that didn't happen. I just settled for an air horn beside the head right before he got started.
Oh, that is right. Yeah, I do remember that.
And much less excruciating. So Josh, you can thank Taylor for probably not throwing up everything that you ate the last week prior to.
Probably, yeah.
Can you describe the extract? Like, put into words how hot that was.
I would liken it to Mount Vesuvius erupting. Somebody went and harvested raw lava or magma from said volcano and then poured into a bowl of cereal and then eating it. Yeah. It's not safe for human consumption, I believe.
Yeah, you threw up. You had it come out the other end. I thought you were going to nearly take down the door that leads outside from the studio because you closed it so hard trying to get somewhere where you could throw up.
Yeah, I don't have the best gag reflex either, so.
Obviously. Yeah. And my worst nightmare occurred. I told Josh before it even happened, I said, if he does have to throw up or anything, I hope he does it on camera
why would you want that? Like, you just projectile vomit right on the camera.
Right on the camera.
Yeah.
Lost 100 subscribers. There you go.
I'm waiting for my due diligence. I just know at some point
it's coming.
these guys are going to come up with something
I don't get mad. I get even.
nefarious.
There's been some ideas thrown around.
Oh,
Why would
interesting.
you say that?
Just to get it.
Let me not tell you a secret anymore.
When you
say
least
what-
expect it, I'll tell you what it is. Oh,
Let's
boy.
catch up on the chat here.
Yeah, let's catch up on the
What
chat.
did Mark do to his hair? I don't know.
That is Mark's mother. Mark, would you care to explain what you did to your hair?
I cut it off.
Wow.
Basically,
what a
I mean-
great explanation.
I don't
Whoop,
know what else to take.
Hang on. We're supposed to have an audible thing.
Well, I mean, we're not going to
Is it coming? I thought it would. It's supposed to pop up on the screen.
Maybe
Maybe it's coming. Maybe there's a little bit of a
the
lag.
alert box thing, I think, has to be at the top of your sources.
What?
Yeah. Pretty sure that's how mine are. No.
Oh.
In your sources.
Oh. Here?
Yes.
Ooh.
And it shouldn't take over anything else.
Thanks, Tanya.
Hey, look at you. So thanks, Norma Jean, sending us our very first super chat. And I did see the comment for the, I can't remember exactly what you said, but it was along the lines of wish it was $100. But either way, it's still really, really cool that we have this function. And it's just another way for us to connect with you and you to connect with us. So thank you, Norma Jean. Greatly appreciate it. And you will go down in history as the very first person to ever send us a super chat. Also, while we are talking about Mark's mother, when we submitted questions and answers, Mark's mother was one of the ones that sent us questions. So while we're already talking about her, I'd really like to move into that. And of all people and of all questions, Mark's mother.
I didn't ask.
Why did Mark ask?
Mark's mother asks, "Have you ever gone commando?"
Why would you ask that, Mama?
Mark, would you like to tell your mother if you've ever gone commando?
Mark, I'll let you answer that first.
This is a PG show, right?
It is. It is very much so. I mean, you don't have to give details.
I have never gone commando. I don't.
Do you plan to?
I don't plan to. Yeah, we'll just stop that conversation right there.
There you go. Mark's mom.
I don't like the chafing.
That's a good way to put it.
Mark's mom, you really wanted to know the answer to that question, and your son was delighted to give you that answer.
Have you ever gone commando?
Probably.
I have under very extraneous circumstances.
Extraneous.
Like when I was in the military and we were out in the field for multiple days at a time.
Oh, that's the same time where you didn't take a shower.
For 17 days.
So
Let's not relive that.
let's go into that. Prior to actually blanks being a thing, we recorded some content that unfortunately has been lost, which is why I now have 3 hard drives to which I back up every little bit of everything that we film, because I now regret losing that footage. But we filmed a couple of episodes that just never made it to air. It was almost 100% only used to make our original trailer. So you can see snippets of that in our trailer. But we played a game where we tried to realize if what the person was telling us was the truth or a lie.
Was it 2 truths and a lie?
2 truths and a lie.
Except it was only like...
And it was shot in my man cave.
Or 2 lies and a truth. Or
I just think it was as many as you could possibly do. So we interrogated that person for like 2 minutes straight.
Thank you, Josh, for the 99 cents.
Hey! Paying yourself? I mean, you basically just lost a cut of what you sent us.
Splatoon, no worries. Thank you for the love. Thanks for being here. That's all that counts.
Yeah, thanks Splatoon 23, who also has a YouTube channel. So if you're into gaming content, specifically like Smash Brothers, a lot of those, what's the other one? Oh man, I'm so bad at video games. I am so sorry.
Are you good at anything other than editing on YouTube channels?
Anyways, video games, Splatoon 23. Man, that is really laggy. Just go check out Splatoon 23.
Those tasty videos, it's like, tasty.
Well, that's my voice. It is. So I went into GarageBand and I said, new, super chat. And then I just put it on a big old echo and like turned the reverb up really high and pitched my voice down. So,
sure, man.
Fun facts you never knew you wanted.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Going commando.
Live.
Oh, yeah, Two Truths and a Lie. So anyways, we might have to bring that series back. I think that would be really, really entertaining to do on a bigger scale with more visual effects than what we had back then. So what do you say we answer another question that hopefully is not as personal as, have you ever gone commando?
Yeah, David, don't quit your day job of music and
We
going
appreciate
to
all the music you give to
killing
us.
people, I guess. Norma Jean, you have gone commando. That's an experience.
All right. So how about this?
Here.
Hello, Mark's wife.
What? Oh, hello, Mark's wife.
Yeah, the lost episode filmed in Mark's attic. Or you guys' attic.
So let's answer the question. What was the inspiration for the chest chop challenge? And that question comes from Splatoon 23, who is in the chat watching live. So the chest chop challenge, if you're not familiar, is where we get shirtless and aimlessly smack each other in the chest as hard as we possibly can.
Well, they aimlessly smack each other.
As a punishment for answering questions wrong. And you actually had it done one time.
One time.
Once.
So I'm proud of you. So inspiration for the chest chop challenge. When y'all want to jump in there?
I mean, that's you guys' inspiration. I'm not stupid enough to get hit in my chest. Just saying.
Well, you were part of the inspiration.
Basically, just big wrestling fans.
Yeah, I was about to say, as lifelong wrestling fans, it was the brainchild of Megamind over here. They combined trivia and wrestling, which we both, well, all of us thoroughly enjoy, except for Josh. I don't think Josh's that big of a wrestling fan.
No.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So to go into a little bit more detail, when I was, I guess probably about 15 or 16, I trained for about a year as a professional wrestler in Greenville, North Carolina, with a local facility, and a great experience. Would not do it again. Very, very painful. I was pretty much, just as soon as I'd stop being in pain around Friday, I'd go back and train on Sunday. And I was skinny as a beanpole, so I had little to no muscle, and that didn't help. But anyways, the punishment for showing up late to a session of wrestling training was that the lead trainer would have you stand up against the ropes, kind of tie your arms in the ring ropes, and you would expose your chest, and everyone that was there to train that day would basically take turns chest slapping you in the chest until he decided, I think you've learned your lesson. Fortunately, I never had that done, but...
And he never learned his lesson, so we'll do it live.
So, yeah, that was kind of the initial inspiration. It looked painful, and I said, why don't we just turn it into a trivia game? And now, here we are.
Colleen and Tanya agree that the phone call should be brought back.
Oh, yeah. We haven't done that since...
Are you drunk?
See, we haven't done that since season 1 and like the first couple of episodes.
The problem is, I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I don't know anybody enough to call or that I trust well enough to be on a YouTube channel that does not use colorful language and or expressions.
Well put. As a matter of fact, I've really been wanting to play a game. It's like an elimination type game where we each take turns picking up the phone, and you call one random person. If they answer, you've survived. You move on to the next person, and the first person that has somebody that doesn't answer the phone is out, and you keep going until there's only one left remaining. That would be...
Now, if I can make Facebook calls, I may win that game. Maybe.
David Newland says he wants the Josh pizza to actually be a thing. What episode was that? We did do the phone call. Oh, it was the same episode with the shock collar on Josh and me eating the tarantula. Josh had to call and order pizza with the speech jammer on.
Would you rather thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing back that memory, David. I completely forgotten.
Speaking of which, what do you eggnog? You guys fans of eggnog?
Eggnog, yes.
I'm not.
Well, I am. That was one of the things that I think had a lot of our fans split down the middle. We did a post around Christmas time that said, under no circumstances can you say neither. You have to make a choice, eggnog or fruitcake.
Definitely no fruitcake.
And I was actually quite surprised at how many people chose eggnog over fruitcake. I'm a big fan of fruitcake, but it has to be homemade by my Mima. I don't eat anybody else's fruitcake, no store-bought fruitcake. So now that I know this is a very difficult decision for you, I'm curious.
I'm just going off the pretenses, either store eggnog or store fruitcake, which are both terrifying.
That's
options.
fair.
Choose death.
There's not a third option.
I guess I'd go fruitcake because I could get that taste out of my mouth fairly quickly, whereas eggnog for me tends to linger around. Plus, I think also on that pretense, I could probably go homemade fruitcake and not be terrified, whereas any type of eggnog, I'd just...
Is it the texture for you? Like the thickness of it?
I think that's part of it.
Well, I could see
wouldn't
that.
even say that. It's just got like a weird, aftertaste type thing.
It does have a weird aftertaste.
Yeah, I'm just not really, no amount of alcohol can help it either. That's the sad part.
Yeah, Tanya said that homemade eggnog only. We actually got sent a recipe for homemade eggnog, and it was suggested that we do that for a video. I was really wanting to do it before New Year's. I thought that would have made a really great New Year's episode, but just hadn't had the time. So
have terrible eggnog.
I would like to do that though, because I have, and this is something that I've never tried, is homemade eggnog. I've always only had store-bought eggnog. So
I don't know what the price of eggs right now.
I'll just take the nog, please.
Homemade nothing.
Norma Jean says that she hates fruitcake on nemesis level. That's
I
very
just picture Norma
much hatred
with an actual fruitcake sitting on a dartboard, just ramming darts at it.
Oh boy,
that's great. We should listen to the Willie P. Richardson phone call. John Boy and Billy can be a little bit colorful too.
We are quite familiar with John Boy and Billy here in this area of North Carolina. That's basically all anyone listens to in the mornings. Lex and Terry used to be an option in this area. That's also no longer an option.
Yeah. Tanya, I will just take your word for it, okay?
I think we have to get Taylor to try homemade eggnog now.
You're going to have to make me lose something first.
Punishment.
It's probably like my dignity.
We can make that happen, I'm sure.
No, I think you got the losing thing pretty wrapped up.
I do that often as well.
Very often.
So another thing that I'd like to see us do is, now that we're far enough removed from our first year on YouTube, which 2 months from now will be our 3rd year anniversary. Blows my mind to think that is the case, but hey, we're almost 3 years into this YouTube thing. And so one of the things I'd like to see us do is react to some of our old content. Like, I'm talking like first 6 months worth of content prior studio, and react to that content.
That's when I had hair.
Yeah, well, and I'll be honest, it's been a long time since I've actually gone back and watched that stuff. So, I mean, it's not going to be like watching it for the first time, but there's going to be a lot of things that I'm sure kind of forgotten that even happened. So that would be really interesting. Splatoon 23 says, in his opinion, fruit is great in cereal, smoothies, and candy, but he hates fruitcake. Well, it's great in...
Dog soup. Only you, Josh.
Ooh.
Ew.
Fruit. Ooh.
Well, it worked. Fruit nog soup.
All right, so Josh's first solo episode. Fruit nog soup.
Dog soup.
Yeah.
So Norma Jean's on with the idea of reacting to old content. I wish if I knew that I wouldn't absolutely mess up the stream that we have going on right now, I'd just go straight to YouTube and go back to an episode and let it rip. But I'm afraid of what might happen if that were to be the case.
Probably. Fruitcake is not the love child of cake and gum. It's the
Ooh,
love
that's a
child
terrible way of putting it.
of chewed gum and flour with old cherries in it. I don't know. Yeah,
Okay, so old cherries reminds me of like the old-fashioned candy.
there's certain old-fashioned candies that are okay though.
If you had to choose between fruitcake or old-fashioned candy,
Old-fashioned candy, hands down, easily. Are we talking? No,
we're talking about the kind that your grandma takes out of the bag, puts in a candy dish.
Yeah, like butterscotch.
Oh yeah, butterscotch all day long.
No.
I will take a Werther's Original right now.
Yeah.
Ooh, how old are you?
30.
80?
But
He's
still.
only a week older than you.
Does it taste better when it's been in some sweaty old person's pocket?
And I'll never forget, I know some of you out there can relate, the strawberries that have the random strawberry design on it. I've never seen them available for purchase. You know what I'm talking about? The ones that are red with the green
it's in a
wrapper
barrel.
at the top. Yeah.
It's
phenomenal.
Those are great. I actually like
That's
those.
an old-fashioned candy.
But it's not old-fashioned candy. You know what I'm talking about. It comes in a canister. You open it up.
Or-
Everything's stuck together.
Or like those peanut butter bars with the lines on them.
I do like those as well.
Crispy wafer type thing.
I like those.
Phenomenal.
See, I call that mountain candy.
What?
Mountain candy.
Yeah, that's like candy you found in an old-timey mountain shop.
General store.
General store, yeah. Thanks.
Sure, man.
Okay.
Whatever.
Mark's mom is not down with the fruitcake.
No.
So Rowdy says, I think y'all should do a thrift store
Neither is Gino.
episode where you dress each other for a quadruple date with your ladies.
Ooh.
Well, that works for 3 of the 4 of us. Not mentioning any names, but everybody else is married except for one of us.
Yep, so eligible bachelor here.
So, that being said, it could
If
be
anyone in the chat would like to be his plus one.
It could be a blind date episode. That could
Hey.
be a theory. you
That's
know?
actually a really great idea. I hope somebody's taking notes.
Nah.
Somebody out there, Josh, take notes.
Please, nobody take notes. Forget most of this.
Keep the receipts on this one, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. We got another idea. How about you react to your old content? You rank out of 10 how well each one holds up.
Hey,
Good idea.
I like that. I do like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try something really quick. Are you guys down for a little experimentation? Let us know in the chats. Are you good with what we're doing, or do you want this to experiment a little bit? I want to see if I can get YouTube to pull up in another window, displayed on the screen, and in real time we'll react to an old video. Let me know what you think. I'm one for taking chances.
Won't know till we try it, right?
And then if the whole thing goes down, we'll start
So
back
let
up.
me see what you have in your sources. You just may have to change the.
Just drag it up and put it. I'm thinking about putting it right there in the middle.
So your screen, is it a screen capture?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a window capture.
I have mine set up to like game capture / screen capture.
Okay, so
Rowdy says he's single but will go on a date with Mark. Well, unfortunately, Mark is not the eligible bachelor. You might have to put Miss
wife might have something to say about
Melissa
that.
down in the chat.
oh boy. All right,
I think
Well,
chat's
thank
this
you,
way or
Rowdy.
this way. I'm not sure.
let's see what we got going on here. Bing, 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 bing.
Norma is willing to blind date. All right. Thank you, Norma.
What has this divulged into?
Put you on the list.
All right, I'm gonna mute this real quick. You guys can still see and hear us, correct? Make sure I'm not.
People went to. The last time David Newland agreed to a random challenge, he woke up in Vegas next to an upside down clown and his left foot was on fire. And Norma agreed, but it was her right foot this time. So.
Oh wow.
Melissa has laid stake to Mark and says that you cannot have him. I'm sorry, Rowdy.
Oh. boy.
Hey, Mr. H.
Mr.
H.
Mr. H is here.
H is here.
Oh.
Greetings.
All right, everybody, on the count of 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Greetings!
That's wonderful.
Oh, boy. Oh, man. So, Mr. H, what's going on? What's the weather like over there today? Which I guess I could have just as easily asked David Newland that, but, you know.
Oh, it'd be tonight. It's like
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
It's
like
5 hours from now. So,
7:30?
7:30.
7:30.
Greetings! Again.
Oh boy. So yeah, Mr. H has been in a lot of content that we've had over the years, and I do not foresee that any of this next year will be any different. So we do have a top 15 countdown, our top 15 moments from season 3 coming up in March.
Ew, -3 degrees Celsius. Blech. That's disgusting.
What does that even convert to in
That
Fahrenheit?
would be like 20.
Thanks, Josh.
22,
Fahrenheit.
23.
Oh, Mr. H.
H.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, thank you, Mr. H.
Thank
We
you,
really
Mr. H.
appreciate it.
You didn't have to do that.
What is that? Is that pound?
That is,
That's
is that
Pence?
pence?
Thank you so much, Mr. H.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's greatly appreciated. And
How do you want me to embarrass Zach for it?
of course, all of this goes right back into the channel, expanding on what we are currently
I
doing
said
and able
26
to do.
degrees Fahrenheit. See, I told you.
Man, that is cold. Good night. So what is the pound like? So there's pounds and there's pence. Like how? What is the difference, please, Mr. H or David Newland? Pounds and pence, quints.
Quinn, it's something.
Are you making up stuff now?
No.
It's a Splatoon. I don't know.
Wow.
British. What do you call it? What do we call it?
British currency.
There you go.
Currency. So there was the reason this comes up is because there was an episode where we were trying British sweets, and on the wrapper of one of the sweets it said 6 pence or something like that, 5 pence, and I thought it was like the name of the candy. I didn't even know that pence was like a monetary term. 100 pence to a pound.
So like 100
Pound
cents
is-
to a dollar.
Pound is to a dollar,
Okay,
22.
that makes sense.
Thank you for educating us. Obviously, I know nothing about anything. So yeah, you will have to go back and check that moment out at some point. It was really illuminating.
Yes, Norman, you did get the first
You
super
did.
chat ever in the history.
Yeah. So again, thank you, Mr. H. Thank you, Norma.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
Even though you lost money on that ordeal, yeah, this is just really cool. You know, it's
4 tokens equal $1. Yeah.
for
Okay.
what tokens?
He's thinking of,
We're not at Chuck E.
We're
Cheese,
not Chuck E.
Josh.
Cheese.
All right, guys. So bear with me. Let's see if this works. I'm going to attempt something and see what happens. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Hey, we're here.
Hey.
Eventually.
Maybe.
Thank you, Rowdy, for the $2 as well.
Rowdy!
Thank you, Rowdy.
Greetings!
Okay.
Tanya says to listen to your wife more. That's probably a smart decision. It's probably why women live longer than us.
Probably.
All right. I'm curious what we are seeing now.
Mr. H is back on the Wax Marks Boobies live.
Oh, no.
Wax Marks Boobies live.
Live. No.
Josh says to wax your head.
Gosh.
Okay. As long as it's you being waxed and not me, I'm all for that.
Super chat.
That is kind of laggy.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Amy has no love for you either, Mark, and she says to agree with H and get waxed live.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what this is turning into.
I think we got, I don't know.
David Newland says he listened to his wife for 7 years until he remembered that he was not married.
Oh.
What did my wife say?
What a dangerous place.
All right.
The labor pain simulator. What is this?
Wait, what is that? Gina, tell us more.
Tell me less.
What is the labor pains simulator?
Josh would be down with that, so good for him. I'll be down to watch.
I don't know if
That
this...
is not a great idea, Amy. Sorry. Terrible idea.
Look, man, I really appreciate you coming and hanging out.
I want to see if that plays unlagged.
I don't know. That is not a great idea, Amy. Terrible idea.
I really appreciate you coming and hanging out.
It's kind of laggy. We'll save that for an actual video. Was going to try and do a live reaction, but don't quite have that portion of
We'll have to set that up.
the live stream figured out just yet. So we'll continue on with what we've been doing. So the labor pains simulator, Tanya, you haven't seen that? Nope. It's supposed to make you feel what it's like to be in labor or have period pains. Okay.
God bless you all for being women, but I don't want no part of that.
That sounds excruciating, and I can't wait to try it. David Newland says, after Midnight Mop and Hot Noodles, I think Zach would do pretty well against anything. Thanks for the confidence. I guess for next time I'll have to eat hot noodles while playing Late Night Mop.
Oh, I forgot about that. Late night mop, yeah. What is that?
I was at home at midnight by myself.
I played Resident Evil 7.
In the dark.
That was pretty terrifying.
Jump scares are not my thing.
I guess we'll have to get you on PT next.
What on what?
PT.
Physical therapy?
No. It's a game demo.
Wait, David Newland, did you say something about PT one time?
David Newland did say something about PT one time.
Oh, interesting. So you're saying something about it, David Newland, but David Newland wouldn't tell me how to find it or where to get it.
I'll make sure he finds it.
Midnight Noodle.
That might be the next name for your new album, Midnight Noodle.
I like.
So women have said they've done it, and it's nowhere near as painful.
Yes, I did. I was just telling the guys that yesterday while we were doing our film session that it's been Monday will be Baby H's 1 year. I almost said anniversary. 1 year birthday.
Happy birthday, Baby H.
So I'm telling you that does not seem like more than a year ago when that was announced. Mr. H had a live stream, did the gender reveal on a live stream, all of that stuff. I mean, it seems like it just happened yesterday. So my goodness, how time flies. And before you know it, Baby H will have her own YouTube channel.
Yeah. And how great to be born to two legends such as Mr. and Mrs.
H.
What a great, trade spots with that child. You'll have a new 1-year-old member, and I'll be Mr. H's son.
Well, I guess at some point, Mr. H and Mrs. H, I'm not sure if you guys have really thought this through, but at what point in time does Baby H become Toddler H? Wait, what?
Don't marry my daughter.
Oh. Yeah, so at some point, Baby H has got to become Toddler H. And then Toddler H will become What's next?
Adolescent H.
Kid H?
Child H.
Child H.
Teen H.
Oh, God.
I'm a teenager.
Don't quit your day job.
I cracked myself up.
Teen hater.
H.
Yeah. Sure, man.
A teen hater.
Won't be long. No, it won't.
Hey, Mr. H, let me know in
Because my daughter's 7.
12 years when you need that teen hater merch made. I got you covered, buddy. Oh boy.
That's great.
So I think we should give the chat a little sneak preview of some things that we filmed yesterday, and one of those videos, which should be dropping on Tuesday, as I was referring to earlier on in the stream, is called Letter of Complaint. So in the chat, if I could get everyone to comment a person, business, or anything that you might write a letter of complaint to, drop that in the chat, and we will choose one at random and play that game right now in real time for all of you.
I'm a teen H dirtbag, baby. That's great.
The
That is
puns
good.
just keep
That's
coming.
good.
So what should we write a letter of complaint to? Keep in mind, this is improv, so it'll just be off the cuff. We have no idea what's coming next, and there's also no safety net. So if we mess up, we can't just edit it out and post. The sewage department. I like that. Let's see what else we got. Durex.
No. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Also,
That letter of complaint could really go downhill fast.
is that your letter of complaint from about 18 months ago? Well, no, 21 months ago.
Oh boy.
Mr. H, not sponsored by Durex.
Let's take the sewage department.
Okay.
Let's see where that goes. So we will start with Mark, and if you missed the beginning, the way this game is played, we will be collectively writing a letter of complaint to the sewage department, but each person can only write one word at a time, and we will cycle through until we feel like it's sufficiently been written. So without further ado, Mark, why don't you start us off with the letter of complaint to the sewage department?
Hello.
Sewage.
Plant.
I
Am
A.
A
I am.
person
who
Is.
very
angry.
Because.
my
Toilet
Won't.
flush
and
It.
stinks
to
The.
the interesting choice.
it stinks to the neighborhood.
The whole neighborhood. My
Dog.
Can't
even
Go.
in
it.
It.
The toilet.
Oh. This.
plunger
Broke
At.
the
break
This plunger broke at the break of.
suctioning
What?
I was thinking the break of dawn, but the break of suctioning also works, I suppose.
That's where I was trying to go.
Oh, good night. So that's a very rough idea of the game that is to come. The episode this upcoming week does involve green screen and some video effects. And there's also more people in the room, which always intensifies the laughter and the engagement. So look out for letter of complaint coming up this week.
Unfortunately, David Newland, I don't think the 815 AD pickle war will be making its appearance.
Can we even write a letter of complaint to the 815 AD pickle war?
I guess if it was a reenactment, maybe.
Oh,
Maybe.
Okay.
that's
Pickle war reenactor?
Pickle.
that's possible.
Ourselves? Jesus said ourselves? We let her complain to ourselves.
Oh yeah, well I've got lots to complain about myself. So
I frequently complain about myself.
Yeah.
David Newland and Mr. H. What is one thing that you've yet to experience from or in America that you would like to experience before you die? Which hopefully is no time soon.
Just put you on the spot.
Or anybody else for that matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody can
Is
come.
there a site that you'd like to see? Somewhere you'd like to go? Like to see me live?
Would you like to see a Blanks stand-up show in front of an auditorium of people? Probably not.
I wouldn't want
Go
to
on
see.
tour.
Oh.
Our hot dogs are tiny.
David Newland said that he has never tried a corn dog before.
That'd be interesting.
So, yeah,
Love corn dogs.
I'm not sure I realized that corn dogs were like an American thing.
Yeah, because we fry everything.
That we do.
Batter and fry everything.
Oreos.
Yeah.
Pickles.
Yeah. We're going to have to batter and fry it. You can just do a funnel cake where they just batter and put it in the fryer.
Snickers bars.
Hurry back normal. Hot dogs in jars. Yeah, that's
Hot dogs in jars.
They also have them in cans.
Hot dogs in cans.
Yes.
That's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
David Newland, Mr. H, do y'all eat hot dogs in cans? Is that a frequent meal? Hot dogs in jars. Is that like Vienna sausages?
No, it's an actual hot dog.
Mark's mom says she wants to see us go to the Goodwill again.
See?
Hot dogs in a
See?
can.
Hot dog.
Hot dog in a can.
That looks wrong.
Yeah, that's
It's terrifying.
nothing.
David says we have them. Oh, Christmas dinner. Oh yeah, Christmas
I've seen
dinner in a
that.
can. I have seen that.
Pretty disgusting, though. Another trip to Goodwill could be fun. Got to get ready for my blind date somehow. Oops, I let the cat out of the bag of who the single individual is.
Let's see.
Yes, David. Princess hot dogs. Okay. This isn't going to get me banned live, is it?
Look up Princess hot dogs.
How are your Dolphins doing there, Josh?
Princess hot dog. What? What is that?
So,
That's Ariel.
Zach, check your
it
Facebook.
says Testo.
What?
David Newland says check your Facebook.
Check my Facebook.
Oh, this? Oh, okay. Princes.
Oh, Prince's.
Prince.
We looked up princess hot dogs, and it was hot dogs in a bun decorated with condiments as Disney princesses.
This doesn't even sound good. Hot dogs made with mechanically separated chicken and pork rind in brine. Ew. Miami tied the game. What?
Really?
Get out of here.
That surprises
that
me.
That does surprise me.
Shut up.
I just knew.
Yeah, I would agree with my mom there.
I will not be ever eating another
wanted to see
tarantula.
eat a live tarantula.
Yeah, no, I could barely do the dead one. I thought it was coming alive
I'll feed
in
it
my
to
mouth.
you again if you want me to.
No
Josh,
thanks.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say, "Let me drive to Ohio." And if there's anybody from Ohio in the chat, I'm sorry.
Oh man.
A spicy tarantula.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put some Satan's blood on a dry
Right.
tarantula. That sounds phenomenal.
Both sound like something I will not be doing
That sounds phenomenal.
ever again.
I bet you willingly do it to me. That's great.
I've done other hot things.
Yeah, whatever.
I've subjected myself to torture.
Yeah, Gina, we'll see. I guess we won't see because we're live.
Yeah,
but you
we're-
guys will see and keep us updated.
Yeah.
So.
You guys just feel the freedom to put in the chat the score as it's unfolding because I'm genuinely curious to know.
He's not.
He's really not.
Being dead at Buffalo's feet, I don't think they can come back from being dead. So,
Buffalo's Feet sounds like a really awesome like mountain themed restaurant.
Buffalo's feet.
Hey man, you want to go out to Buffalo's Feet tonight?
I will say that one of the best adult beverages I've ever had is a malt beverage that came in from South Dakota. It's called Buffalo Sweat.
Ugh.
It's a very dark beer.
Yeah, it sounds
Okay.
terrible.
It was great.
I'm glad.
Need a spider from Palm Springs.
I don't need a spider for
Got
me.
any more questions there? from
I'm
our
deathly
audience?
afraid of spiders. So let's see. One of
David
the
asked, did you receive your Facebook thing?
Facebook thing sent a photo. Oh yes, Christmas dinner in a can.
Christmas dinner.
Ew.
What?
Put that up there. I've seen this before, but that's disgusting. Look at that.
Christmas dinner in a can.
Ew. And it's layered.
Christmas dinner?
Yeah, no thanks. I'm good.
That's about as bad as cranberry sauce.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
So another fan question that comes from Sam Hazel. Sam! He said, aside from Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning, who are some other creators that you really enjoy and hope to collaborate with in the future?
Okay, I'll speak up.
Okay, can you hear me now, Josh?
Gosh. That sounded like Memory Man Mark.
Can you hear me now,
I paint you a new memory.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Bricks.
All right, so creators,
That's all you guys' alley. I mean, I'm not.
well, big fans of Good Mythical Morning. Smosh, another inspiration. Impractical Jokers, even though they're not necessarily a content creator, as they've kind of outgrown like the streaming YouTube vehicle of content creating. But also, because I think it's every YouTuber's dream, you got to throw in Mr. Beast.
That's a good one. That's a good
That's a
one.
good one, yeah.
So
Mr. H would be at the top of my list.
Mr. H
Mr.
is...
Yeah, Mr.
I
Hanks.
definitely think I could say some things better than Josh does as far as,
That sounds like a challenge.
British words and phrases and things from the UK, I should say, rather.
I think yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people just, and that's one of the things that there has been. Wow, what did my brain just do right there? Oh, yep. Oh.
Hard reset.
It's like somebody unplugged me and plugged me back in. But one of the resolutions that we set for this upcoming year was to do 10 collaborations with other YouTube channels. 5 of those collaborations would be channels smaller than us, and 5 of those would be channels larger than us.
See you later, Mr. H.
See you
Thank
later,
you
Mr.
so
H.
much. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Mr. H.
Thanks, Mr. H.
You're great. And happy early birthday to baby toddler,
H.
Little
kid,
H.
teen
Little-
H.
Little H.
For
H-er.
teenager.
And the little H-er.
Oh, boy. Much love.
The Dolphins are now losing by 3.
Oh.
All right.
Are we just doing play-by-play on sports all of a sudden?
And now live from the
And now
Blake's
live.
News Desk.
Oh, wait, we got to do the send-off for Mr. H. hang
Not
on.
greetings, obviously.
Wait, I've got the one for us in my head. Take care, God bless, and see you in the next video.
That part.
What he said.
Oh boy.
All right.
Bye,
goodbye,
Norma.
Bye, Norman.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for chatting.
Hey,
Hey,
Katie
Katie.
in the house.
Hello, Katie.
Hello.
What's up, Katie?
I thought you were about to like throw up like Katie.
I'm not gonna throw up gang signs.
Katie, what up? This got awkward.
You got any more questions?
Let's
Zach?
just sit in silence. So I won't disclose any details, but we do have some surprises coming up for Katie as it pertains to some content. So looking forward to some content no one asked for. But
For the collaboration, yeah.
no spoilers, but really looking forward to that. Also, at 2 p.m., when we went live, I did release a short that we filmed yesterday. And again, no spoilers.
Bye.
But this guy tried to do a challenge, of which we call the Broom Challenge, and failed miserably. And it is quite possibly one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. So feel free once
I
you
don't think so.
once you are done with watching our live, go check out that short. It is absolutely priceless, and I will just show you one small little spoiler.
I was just about to do the same thing. Great minds, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The fact that it's like at a perfect right angle. Yeah, here. We'll just hold it together. We'll hold it together.
The new host,
Frame it over.
Triangle Broom.
Frame it over Mark, like.
That is my trophy. That is being in the studio.
I wouldn't necessarily call that a trophy. It's more like a weapon of destruction.
A punishment for losing a game. You can use to beat over somebody.
What is it? What are you wanting to beat people? Hello, Mr. Mark.
Doogie!
Hey, Mark.
What is that? Is that Ferris Bueller or Ace Ventura?
I think it's Ferris Bueller.
I don't know.
I can't remember what that was. I'm surprised to see as many football fans in the chat as is currently in the chat. Like, that's absolute dedication. People that really watch football is currently also tuned in to Blank Someone Asked For.
There's multiple.
Well, 223 had a good question.
Zach, what would you do with your channel if Mr. Beast gave you $1 million? Oof. Use it wisely and not spend it all in one place.
That's not an answer, though.
Don't go to
Like it
Disneyland.
not that easy.
Yeah. No, I think the first thing that I would do is probably hire an editor. And then after that, upgrade equipment and probably do some upgrades to the studio and some really cool things that we just don't have the funds to currently do. I think that'd be really, really cool. Specifically, like I'm curious to get you guys' input. Like $1 million, what are some things that you would do and utilize for the channel?
I'd take my $1 million and split to Jamaica. I'm just kidding.
That's not for the betterment of the channel.
It is for the betterment of the channel. Live from Jamaica. Taylor. Just saying.
He starts his own podcast live from Jamaica. It's Taylor Night.
That's right. It'd almost be like, Casino when Robert De Niro started his own, the Sam Rothstein night show inside the club. You've never seen Casino? Wow, that's terrible.
There's a lot of really classic movies that are cult classics that I've never bothered to watch.
That's terrifying.
Some people know this, some people don't, but for the longest time, I have had, who's there?
Who's there? Who's there?
Yes, come on in, please. Join the party. Oh, wait. I think maybe he's trying to tell me a knock-knock joke. Who's there?
You've already said it twice. Who's there? Who's out there?
Who is out there?
What is that noise?
Now I feel like I'm in a horror movie
That's
where you
what
hear
I
a
was
knock
saying.
at the door and there's no one there.
Yeah.
I eat mop.
Am I missing something?
No, you're not.
Okay.
And then he's going to put, I eat my poo.
Okay.
Doom doom.
Gotcha.
I eat my poo.
All right.
That was a good one.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
What was I saying?
Something about.
We're talking about Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast, $1 million, Jamaica.
You know, I think you're finally right on there with the upgrading the equipment, upgrading the studio.
Yeah.
I think we should, for my opinion, you know, take like $10,000 or $15,000 and plan like something really big, like a very big, extravagant episode.
I like that.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's run with that train of thought. If we planned a big, extravagant episode, what do you think you'd like to see that episode be? This is incredibly hypothetically speaking, but it is fun to think about. So,
Unless you're here, Mr. Beast, and you want to super chat $1 million, that'd be great. That'd be great.
yeah, we'll be in Mr. Beast's next video of popping on to live streams with less than 100 viewers and donating $1 million to their cause. I think one of the things that I would like to do, I know probably not many other people are on board, I'd like to do a chest chop challenge where we pay to have actual professional wrestlers come in and we're in a wrestling ring and we are answering the trivia questions, and then each of us has a pro wrestler that is our representative to do the chopping whenever we get an answer correct. I think that'd be incredibly fun and painful.
Yeah, I don't want any parts of that. But I would make sure I find the biggest, sweatiest, strongest wrestler I could find for your opponent, for sure.
Travel across the United States in a hot air balloon.
That actually sounds like a lot of fun.
I barely want to travel with these guys in a car. So no, I don't think that's...
There's no escaping. Yeah, put us in a hot air balloon, send it up, but don't give us the instructions on how to come back down.
That would be a pretty cool thing to do, you know, hire like an actual chef to do like some type of, you know, like your will it work challenge, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of just
Mario
eating
Kart.
Gatorade Vienna sausages and
Oh.
weird stuff like that.
All
Bang Vienna sausages.
Yeah. We'll have Gordon Ramsay prepare us a fancy meal,
Well, that's immediately who came to my mind.
of which we will rate on a scale of 1 to 10, and purposefully rate everything below 5 just so we can get yelled at.
That'd be great. The Indiana Jones boulder, but made of hot noodles. Okay. Don't know how that works, but
Very messily.
yeah.
And also, don't get it in your eyes.
A real life Mario Kart. That's kind of a good idea, Josh.
Did you say that before it popped up on the screen?
No, I saw.
Oh, I'm
Oh, I was
sorry.
going to say, dude, great minds think
I
alike.
didn't-
Saw Justin post.
Blindfold taste challenge. That would be.
Well, we don't have to have a lot of money to do that one.
I don't trust you. So.
I do want to do, I don't know if everyone has seen the trend where you take a cardboard box, you cut the front out of it, and you cut a hole in the top, and then person sticks their hand in there and tries to guess what is inside the box.
Yeah.
Everybody on the other side of the box can see what's in there, and then you get points for how close you are to the correct thing. David Newland.
Only you.
I don't want to go to jail live on stream. So.
How high can you fly in a hot air balloon before it's too high?
How hot can you cook Gordon Ramsay before Gordon Ramsay cooks you?
Is that like a
Yeah, it's like
Peter Piper picked a
yeah,
pecker?
yeah,
Pickled peppers.
yeah, exactly.
How many pickled
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a Chuck would.
That reminds me. We also have a question from our friend Joel that lives in the mountains of North Carolina. And he says...
At Buffalo's feet.
Buffaloes. Maybe.
If it takes a hen and a day and a half to lay an egg and a half, how long does it take a rooster to sit on a doorknob and hatch a hardware store? Figure that one out and get back to me.
I think that's a question for Leroy Jenkins.
That's a great person to ask that
That
question
is
to.
a phenomenal
It is.
person.
Josh, can you get him for us?
So, Joel, we're going to table that question and maybe have that be a part of Leroy Jenkins' next Life and Living episode.
One line building. There you go.
But really, for real though, like if you were to take a hot air balloon, like how high can you go before, like what happens if you go too high?
You lose oxygen and you pass out and you die.
Well, I mean, not necessarily what happens to us. What happens to the balloon? Like if we did die and it just kept going, like does it just keep going until the fire?
I mean, I'm assuming
Runs
the
out?
fire would fall out at some point, but
No, but run out of fuel for the fire.
can you send Gordon Ramsay up in a hot air balloon and see how many things he can cook in space? I don't think you get a hot air balloon to space, but that'd be kind of cool.
David Newland has this really neat, creative way of just tying everything you've ever conversated about into one sentence.
And it also sounds very dangerous. So
Gina said, do you guys have a P.O. box? We do not. I did look into that not long ago, but the cost for a P.O. box is a little expensive right now, or at least it was at the place that I looked at it. But in the future, as we continue to grow, I would like to get a P.O. box and allow you guys to send us nifty little things. We have a viewer who, who's also named Mark Steven Delegati.
oh, that's right.
That sent us some British snacks, and I gave him an address to somewhere other than my house, and he sent it. And so, Gina, if you'd like to send us something, send me a private message via Instagram or email us at blanksomeoneaskfor@gmail.com, and we'd love to have that be something that happens.
Whoever loses the challenge gets a jar of pasta sauce dumped on their head.
I like that.
Or turn into a risotto. I think that'd be...
Without the baking
Yeah,
part.
that's right.
Yeah.
Baking without the mozzarella.
If you're serious, there are videos of many things getting sent to the atmosphere. The balloon burst and the parachute would deploy and float safely to Earth.
I was serious.
So is there a parachute on a hot air balloon though? Like,
Well, I guess the balloon would turn into a parachute.
Yeah.
yeah, but how badly would it get shredded though?
Good question.
And how high up? You know, once you get past a certain limit of the atmosphere, it catches on fire.
First
when it
burger in
re-enters.
space. It sounds like we need to do some reaction videos at some point. I don't want
I think David is just listing off names of his album.
first burger in space.
Hot Noodles.
Hot noodle. Midnight
What was it?
noodle.
Midnight Noodle, yeah.
Yeah. Well, in his defense, like, and I know I've told this story before on a podcast, but we might have some people here that didn't hear that excerpt. When we were preparing the Hot Noodles episode, I reached out to David Newland, as I typically do when I need some genius track thrown together. And I said, look, I'm making a video where we eat really, really hot noodles, and I need an instrumental track to play in the background that fits the atmosphere of eating hot noodles. This.
Thank you, A Word of Hope. It's nice to see you as well.
Oh,
Thank
hey,
you so much.
how's it going? Thank you.
Thank you.
And we greatly appreciate that. We're having a blast, and part of that blast is getting to meet new folks like you. And I know some of y'all have come over from Mr. H and Friends and some other channels, so that's why we really want to do these collaborations over the next year's time, and hopefully help some other channels grow, as well as meet some new people for ourselves in the future. But anyways, so I sent him, and I was like, I need an instrumental track for Hot Noodles. And he got back to me in less than 15 minutes with a track that not only had a really awesome instrumental, but it had lyrics. I didn't ask for lyrics, but he proceeds to sing hot noodles, hot noodles. Can we make it? Are we gonna take it? Hot noodles, hot noodles. Can we make it? Are we gonna take it? The smoke detector in my brain goes ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. The catchiest thing I've ever heard in my life, and to this day, I will still play it in my car. So thanks, David Newland, a great and wonderful artist.
Mark's mom with the great idea of Pop Rocks and Coke.
Pop Rocks and Coke. Now, I've heard of Mentos and Coke. I've never heard of Pop Rocks and Coke.
I've also heard of Pop Rocks and Coke. Did I hear about the sale going on at Lego? There's a behind story to this.
The next comment.
Oh, literally lined up for blocks. You are a father indeed, sir.
Oh.
As that was a dad joke for sure.
I suppose now we need to do a dad joke off.
A dad joke off. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg ordeal.
Yeah.
That was really entertaining.
That'd be good.
What are some other things you'd like to see us do? Do you guys want to see reaction videos? I've been kind of weary about doing reaction videos just because the few that I have done or attempted to do, people like Mr. H and other content creators that do reaction videos don't get enough credit. It is incredibly difficult to do a reaction video because I either feel like I'm reacting too much and not giving the video enough time to breathe, or I feel like I'm not reacting enough. And, Mr. H has just found the knack, like the perfect weight of how to do that. So, but then again, I also know the only way to get better at something is to continue doing it, which is why we are where we are now.
Yeah, true.
So Platoon 23 says absolutely in all caps with an exclamation point. Exclamation point. An exclamation part. Yay!
A Word of Hope says that they love the songs that were made up. They're the best. So, yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
We've done a few of those from time to time.
And that's something, if you haven't seen the post, maybe I need to reshare that. If you haven't seen the post, that's something else that I want to do with this upcoming year is do more song content. It's actually been a little while since we've done song content, either original songs or a song game. So yeah, really looking forward to getting back into the music side of the business, as it's always a good time. And, you don't get any better than David Newland for backing track.
Absolutely. His first burger in space, new album coming out soon, followed shortly by Midnight Noodle. Those of you that just trickled in, how's your Sunday going? What do you have going on in your little space of the world?
I think we all need to also show some appreciation for the glorious beard that Taylor has just absolutely grown.
Yeah.
I don't know what word I was looking for, but
I've lived in a cave for the last 6 months, so yeah. How did you get more underwear?
He stole it.
Who allowed you to get more underwear?
more underwear. We didn't give you that permission. Losing My Hair Over You remix. So another fun fact, I really do think we need to do a behind the scenes episode or like conversations that happen off of camera. So probably a couple of weeks after Losing My Hair Over You released, I had the idea to do a remix, and I texted Taylor and asked him how his rap skills were, as he used to be a big time rapper back in high school, and he said, well, probably a little rusty. So that never got off the ground, but I do have the want to do a Losing My Hair Over You remix with a rap verse.
Sure, man.
Bringing back Big Country.
That was not the name, and we're not revisiting that, okay? Thank you.
Oh, boy.
David has he has more than one pair of underwear. Josh says it's okay. It's right after Christmas, brand new underwear.
Hey, David.
No more holy underwear.
Mr. Newland, you'll be extremely excited and proud that during our elongated film session yesterday, we played What the Dub. and we had a great time. We recorded some content, so What the Dub episode will be coming out soon, and I hope we made you proud. And I'd love to get back together again and play a group session on like YouTube, Facebook Messenger or something sometimes. So.
That'd be great. Like
Great game.
Over a live call?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, great game. I'd never heard of it before Mr. Newland suggested it and sent it.
What the dub?
Very, very fun. 1,000 times yes, he says. Is that to the Christmas underwear or What the Dub?
Is that country rap equals crap? Good thing I'm not a rapper or a country artist. So thank you.
Oh, boy.
I could go by a little crappy.
That's what happens when you can't quite...
Amy, nobody in the history of the world wants to hear that, myself included. What did you and Zach test drove? What? Oh, What the Dub.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, I was like, y'all buying a spaceship or something?
Yeah, we're going to make the second burger in space.
Oh.
I was trying to...
Miami just took the lead, and no, we will be not getting any previews today, Josh. Sorry.
Oh, a preview of your rap
No.
game. Something else we'd like to do soon, and something that we've not done since last Christmas, and by last Christmas I don't mean 2022, is fan theater.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fan theater, I've not put the word out there for a fan theater lately. If you're unfamiliar, it's where we basically just open invitation, have you write a 2 to 3 page script with parts in there, and then we print it out and read it and act it out for the first time in front of a camera for your enjoyment.
No, Amy, you do not want that. I promise.
And another Who's Line game that we could try is two-line vocabulary.
Yeah, that one may take a lot of outtakes.
This live stream is about the blanks no one asked for and the Miami Dolphins, okay?
Yeah.
All right, Gina, thanks for coming to check us out.
Gina, you're
Gina.
awesome. Thanks for your
Have a good
continued
one,
support. Go Wombats.
Boo Dolphins.
Blue Dolphins.
I love the capybaras.
Probably a rugby team somewhere.
That sounds awesome. I guess that's probably to the fan theater. So yeah, I think we've got a playlist on YouTube. Go check it out. What's your favorite fan theater episode?
Ooh. My favorite moment is my butthole, my butthole.
Yeah, so we have two different fan theaters. We have Kids Edition, and then we kind of have open enrollment where anybody of any age can do it. The Kids Editions, I mean, it just absolutely blows your mind how hilarious, maybe unintentionally or intentionally, the scripts are.
Wartman was pretty good. I like Wartman.
I like the Halloween one that we did.
What was Captain Mr. Super Awesome and Shark Arms?
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Mr. Super Awesome and Shark Arms.
Shark arms.
Two characters in a kid's skit that was written on 2 separate occasions for fan theater. I think one of my favorite fan theater skits is the Snowman skit that y'all did. You, Josh, Mark, where y'all were snowman, and Josh comes in and he's like, I like mustaches. And then you're like, okay, guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was the Christmas one. And
Splatoon
then,
would agree with you. It's the Christmas fan theater. It's his favorite.
yeah, it was pretty good. And that's because Splatoon actually wrote one of the skits in that.
Gotcha.
So probably a little biased, but even still,
I give you credit for that. Give you credit for that, okay?
But really just trying to think of some old series that we've not visited in a while and going back and doing some of those royalty-free remix, going back to the songs, finding nursery rhymes or songs or anything of that nature that we can reimagine as a completely different genre. Always fun.
The kids ones will always be like great.
Yeah.
Like, there's just
They're so
So random.
yeah.
The Quinn kids always
There's
have a
no
skit submitted.
filter on a kid.
Yeah.
And the haunted house skit is hilarious. Fan theater. I think I've just realized how long it's been since we've done that. So
Yeah.
got to get that on.
I thought about it yesterday, but in the humdrum of things, I never really.
Got to get that on the docket for our next film session.
But my own sins.
Creed. Shout out to Creed. Scott Stapp. Improv things, music content, music improv.
Music improv.
Improv that involves me is always dangerous and lead down a dark rabbit hole, I guess.
That's the thing about improv is
Josh, I do agree with the weird Pong because the three of you all absolutely suck at Pong. So whoever's on my team's going to win.
And it
Maybe the three of you guys versus me. That actually might be a challenge.
done.
That actually
Okay.
might be a challenge.
Okay.
Done. Gauntlet thrown and
Challenge
called.
accepted.
Three of them versus me.
Challenge accepted.
So Weird Pong number 2. I mean, what was that season? That was like the first
Season
quarter
2.
of season 1,
Yeah.
because that was right after we first got into the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very early on.
Singing challenge, man. Like
Zach would win that hands down.
I don't think she's talking like American Idol.
Yeah.
I think it's just
Well,
a
But singing in general,
challenge
like,
of any kind.
Zach still wins that, hands down.
Except, do you remember John Mayer's "Staying Alive"?
I wouldn't say that's a great like singing thing. That was just, you know.
Got to bring back the dancing. Amy says random dance challenge is something we haven't visited
That
a
is
lot of
something,
lately.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, it's one of the easiest things to execute and edit. I guess we just kind of forget that it exists.
We try not to do the same things over and over.
Yeah.
Right.
again.
And I think that's the thing. In season 1, we did like 7 random dance challenges, like back to back to back to back.
Yeah, I see that, Josh. That's kind of why she wants me to rap. It's really embarrassing.
I'm a great rapper. About as great as I am at football.
Yeah, that's great. Zafari.
Safari.
Safari.
Yeah, so I was also a rapper in high school.
Yeah. I have an email clip of it. So.
Yeah. I wasn't a rapper. I was the only guy that would agree
Go
to
hook.
sing hooks for the high school rappers. And so, yeah, that's what I did in high school. It was terrible. We did a remix to Gotta Keep Your Head Up,
Oh, no.
to which I wrote the hook for, and it was atrocious. Hey, speaking of David Newland, there he is, beside a fire pit.
I'm a British guy.
I'm a British person. And then he jumps out of a portal like the UK is in space somewhere.
First burger in space.
First burger in space. Don't forget about the peas.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You guys having a good time? You feel like we're nearing the end of our live stream? Or are you hanging out with us? You hanging in there? You loving what we got going on?
Or do you want more Dolphins updates? Not those Dolphins
Not
updates.
those updates.
The UK is not a portal, Mr. Newland.
Speaking of football, who wins Super Bowl, Zach?
And that's a question for you.
I think
There's two teams.
the Thunderbolts. Didn't they play yesterday?
Yeah,
They lost.
The 49ers
Oh, okay. There's one.
there's one.
and Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, so the 49ers and the Jaguars. All right. Do not go to Vegas and bet on any of those, but they did win yesterday, both teams.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a second.
Jacksonville was not a pretty one, but
This just caught my eye.
no.
Really want to see
No.
Mark sing Elvis.
I know where you're going.
Why is that
Yeah, why
significant?
I don't like Elvis.
Oh,
Oh. What did Elvis?
that's an odd thing.
I just don't like his
It's
music.
not. Open that up. So you don't want to be a hound dog?
No hand dog.
Ain't nothing but a
You wouldn't even do
hound
it.
dog.
Do it for the live.
Live and all.
Do it for the live. I'm thinking,
You ain't nothing
do your
but
best
a
Elvis impression
dog.
and sing. Do you know any Elvis songs?
Hound Dog, that's about
Do it.
Like Jailhouse Rock. You know Jailhouse Rock?
I thought he started.
Jailhouse Rock.
Jailhouse Rock.
There's a lip going on up here.
Go for
It
it.
ain't nothing but a hound dog. Right all the time.
Hey, you guys! Oh.
There, I did it, Mama. Happy?
Yeah, that was Sloth Presley.
Yeah.
What is it? It was kind of like the rock musician with the upper lip thing he did. My mom, if she were here, would know what she's talking about.
Call her.
Yeah.
She should be here. She knows where I'm at. Oh, there's that guy.
Oh boy, yeah. Oof, that was great. You should take that show to Vegas.
Joe Cocker.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I could be one of the other
You'd be
500,000 Elvis impersonators.
yes, absolutely. I would pay to see you in an Elvis
I
costume.
would too.
Yeah. So we've got seven. According to this, we got 7 viewers in the chat. Everybody, tell us if you want to see Mark in an Elvis costume perform an Elvis song. I personally want to see that happen.
I do too. Oh, he could do a little less conversation, a little more action, babe.
Hold it tight, we're gonna get outside of it.
Oh,
That's Elvis in an earthquake. It's all a little bit of
What's the other one? Burning Love? Is that's
love.
Yeah, there we go.
David Newland says 1,000 times he wants to see Mark in an Elvis
1,000,
costume.
Yes.
World of Hope, yes, in
Also-
capital letters.
Also, take him camping deep in the woods. I think he'll have to go on that one solo, Miss Colleen, because he'd probably murder us all.
Mark literally took the time to grab his phone and chat boo. Did you think you were on your other account?
Ooh, because you ain't nothing
I
but
won't
a
be the only
hound
one
dog.
who votes against it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because everybody wants to see that.
Yeah.
Guess that Elvis impersonator featuring Mark Stevens.
Or tell the difference between footage of Elvis or Mark impersonating Elvis. Can you tell the difference?
Play along.
Spot the difference. I spy. Oh man, I think we're really spitballing some great ideas on this live.
Season 3 is looking to be pretty good so far.
So you say Elvis. Yes, Jason is in the woods.
Jason is in the woods.
So is Mark.
We get along great.
If Mark had his way about it, he would probably like pay the money to go to court and have his name changed to like Jason Voorhees Stevens.
Well, I'm just saying there's never been a Sasquatch cult live, and there's never been a picture of Mark in the woods. So
Hey.
maybe on something here.
You know, maybe it's not that people can't get clear photos of Sasquatch. It's just that Sasquatch is blurry.
Yeah.
Yeah. He moves too
Why would
fast.
Sasquatch be a blur though?
He moves too fast.
What is he, like a spiritual being that's got like an aura around him? So it's just like,
I am the aura of Bigfoot.
I mean, it looks like a 1980s color TV, like, you know. Word of Hope says to do an Elvis singing challenge between us all.
Ooh.
I could.
Let's
A royalty-free remix of all
Elvis songs.
Yeah.
Word of Hope.
We might be on to something.
He's putting it in his notes.
You're going in the notes.
You're in the notes.
You're in the notes.
You just made the notes.
There we go.
You just made the notes.
3 wrestling nerds get together.
Elvis royalty-free remix. I mean, could you imagine, like, Love Me Tender as a heavy metal song?
No.
No.
I don't want to imagine it,
Well,
but
you're going to have to, it sounds like.
At some point.
Amy said, yes. To, what is that, too? Oh, the Elvis
Yes.
costume. Hey, welcome to the notes.
Greetings.
Hey,
to the notes.
greetings. Oh boy, this is really difficult. This, in case you don't know,
it very much is.
live streaming is out of my comfort zone. So if there's lulls of silence, just know I'm freaking out inside.
He is. Very much so.
But that's where you guys come in, and we're very grateful for everyone in the chats that keeps things moving, keeps things interesting. And for real, like, there's been some really great ideas that have come out of the chat section today. So, like, you don't have to wait until we go live. Feel free to send us, like, a private message or anything like that at any time. Give us ideas. We love getting new ideas. Like Taylor said, we don't like to just rehash the same thing over and over and over. We want to keep things fresh. That's how we grow.
Suspicious Minds. It's another good Elvis song.
We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out.
You sound like Pat Benatar.
Pat Benatar? Well, she's been smoking for the last 50 years?
Yeah.
Because I love you too much, baby. That's kind of like Aaron Neville doing an Elvis impression. Why can't you see?
What is that? That was Michael McDonald right there.
That's
Forgetting that
Wait a second.
Hound dog.
Wait a second. We did the impressions with movie quotes. We need to do the same thing,
With
but do
musicians.
song lyrics with random artist impressions.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Down with that.
I just made the
We
notes.
just made the notes.
And this is how many of our ideas are born, with other stupid ideas.
Stupid ideas on top of stupid ideas on top of stupid ideas.
That's right. And here we are 3 years later.
So, funny thing, that's kind of where the creativity came from in Crush the Creature, the trivia game. It started out where Josh was just like, hey, I'm going to come up with a series of trivia questions about sports, and I'm going to ask them to you, and then you answer them, and we'll go from there. And that was literally the idea. And it snowballed, and we continued to build and build and build. And then we were like, hey, we started spitballing, like, have you ever watched The Chase with the Beast? And that turned into this whole other thing. And then we actually ended up filming what we filmed. And then on the back end, I had the idea of making the creature into this mysterious person who has this really deep voice in a dark room. And so that's literally how a lot of our ideas happen, is we come up with a base idea and then just continue to spitball ideas off one another, and it turns into something beautiful. That also happened with the Random Dance Challenge as well.
Elvis Tribute Channel. And then, yeah.
I think
And
Mark,
then everything goes
I
downhill
think
from
Mark
there.
would leave the channel.
We're taking it to Vegas.
Mark-
Actually, we're taking it to Graceland.
And then walking in Memphis.
Have you seen the Pie in the Face game? Is that the one where you crank the
I think so, yeah.
the hinge and then you get a face full of pie?
Do you like pie? I'd probably break my nose at that game. Like I would unluckily.
How?
I'd probably get hit by like the.
The
edge.
thing is made of like children's plastic.
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who you are?
And the type of luck that I have? Come on, my guy.
Oh boy. I have seen that game. I have also contemplated playing that game. But have not done so.
Yes, he says that is what the one is. The crank.
Gotcha.
Crank the pie.
I have an idea. I'll be back momentarily.
David Newland says he saw a face in a pie once and he's never eating pie since. Is that actual? What would see? Pie is always a big Thanksgiving thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not really a big pie person.
Chocolate pie, I can go down anytime.
Key lime pie would probably be where I'm at.
Yeah, a good
Something
chocolate silk
about
pie.
chocolate pudding pie. It just doesn't. But you can never go wrong with apple. Apple's always a good pie.
Pumpkin pie.
See, I don't like pumpkin pie.
You know what pumpkin pie is?
Sweet potato pie, maybe. Not really sure.
I have here
Uh-oh.
cards from a game we played at the very beginning of season 1 called Utter Nonsense. These cards contain
Whipped cream. Okay.
accents or impressions.
Oh no.
And so, in the chat, put some random phrases or quotes or song lyrics that you would want to see us do in an accent. And our first one is Southern Drawl. Southern Drawl.
Southern drawl. Zero gravity screaming high.
Southern Drawl.
For what?
I don't know. Southern Drawl. Or just how about like everything that we say from this point until we stop has to be said in a Southern drawl.
Okay.
Instantaneously, we have to talk like Kentucky Fried Chicken's
Colonel
Sanders.
Of course, everybody wants to see you do the Arnold.
Hoghorn Leghorn here.
Hoghorn Leghorn. Who is Hoghorn Leghorn? Was that the pig?
I knew an old
That's the
lady.
rooster.
Roosters.
Rooster.
But it's just an old lady in a farm.
I knew an old lady.
Did you now?
Y'all sound like Sling Blade.
It ain't got no gas in it.
Yeah, everybody is a fan of Arnold. I'd like to see y'all's Arnold impressions.
Get down, get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
At least Marks wasn't like, "To the chopper." He does great
I
impressions.
want to see your Sylvester Stallone impersonation,
You already saw it.
but I want to see it again, like face to face.
I don't know what to say.
Yo, Adrian. I
Look
did
away.
it.
My Sylvester combines with my Robert De Niro,
Okay.
so it's like, yeah, I gotta take glasses off. Yo, Adrian. I was wondering why they give me the runaround, right? Like, I'm a boxer, and I like to box, but I can't keep boxing for my whole life. Like, I gotta make a living working in Kentucky Fried Chicken or something.
That's great.
Oh, boy.
You can't keep on knocking. You keep on knocking, but you can't come in. All right, Josh, let's go. Talk about the time you were fighting the North, but went so far north you actually ended up south again and ended up fighting each other.
With what impression?
Poopy.
Helium, a baby, cowboy. I'm trying to find y'all a good one. Shout. A vampire.
I went north.
Yeah, there you go. Do the vampire.
I went north to fight the enemies. And this is turning into like Al Pacino.
Hey, I've been to north to fight the enemies.
I come to you on the day that my daughter's born. The Godfather.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I come to you to suck your blood.
Hello, Joe. Greetings.
Joel, our mountain friend. We were talking about you earlier today.
Yes, you mountain man, you.
Nice. Glad to see you in the chat, my friend. And Joel has sent us some phrases that we'll be using for a future episode and turning into a game. And so thank you, Joel, for sending those over. We're excited to get to that as well. A country opera. So singing that in a country. The Phantom of the Opera song.
Anytime anybody mentions the Phantom of the Opera, the first thing that comes to my mind is obviously dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun,
That kind of sounded like NFL at the beginning.
NFL.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun
Monday
dun
Night
dun
Football,
dun
so-
dun.
Like, yeah.
Ain't that the same thing?
I mean, kind of, but not. That's like a Marine in the Navy.
Joel said he can't stay. Joel is one of the kindest people I've ever engaged on the internet. So, yeah, just doesn't come any more genuine than our mountain friend, Mr. Joel McMahon. So, thanks for dropping in, and
thanks,
enjoy the rest of
Joel.
your day.
The day Don Corleone tripped over a crab, bumped his head, and was convinced he meant Dracula. Yes.
Oh.
Has anybody seen that picture of Nick Cage as
I think I said
vampire?
that to
You
you.
did. I'm stupid excited.
All right, so country opera. The Phantom of the Opera is there inside my mind. Beware the Phantom of the Opera. Maybe we should do more impromptu duets.
Yeah, maybe.
That was pretty good.
Some of the best things we've ever done has been together.
That's right. And some of the worst things we've ever done have been together.
Yeah, very true.
Very true. The first channel that y'all started.
Cropra.
Is that opera in a cornfield?
That sounds like a metal band. Cropera. Cropera.
Cropera. Michael Jackson. What song do you want us? Hey!
Thanks for
Thank you, Aurora.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Long live us
And Cropera.
and long live you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, a word of hope. It's been hanging out with us for a little while
The
now. So
Thunderbolts, yeah.
Yeah, the Thunderbolts.
The Thunderbolts.
You know what it's like, Josh? It's like that guy who's got the New York Dad, and it tells him to reimagine the what is the mascot? What is the logo of the NFL team? And he just says a bunch of random stuff like,
that would be me.
yeah,
We need to do that.
yeah, we probably should.
Because I really don't know the names of a lot of these mascots. But on the previous sentiment, yeah, you guys make us smile.
Super chat.
Well,
You know what else makes us smile? Really delayed notifications.
Very, very delayed notification.
You know, I set that up so that if I missed the super chat, I wouldn't ignore it because I don't ever want that to get ignored, any comment to get ignored. However, it kind of defeats the purpose if
well,
it
now you
pops up
just get
5
recognized.
minutes.
You just get recognized twice now. So
It's a
thank you.
great way to think about it. Thank you again.
Thank you again.
Word of hope. Michael Jackson singing
What?
what? Jingle bells?
What? Why is that your go-to?
I guess everybody go to. Somebody else.
It's like Bloody Mary.
Yeah, it sounded like a ghost. Jingle bell. No, that's Aaron Neville.
That is one of the Bee Gees, for sure. That is Barry Gibb, 1000.
Jingle bell, jingle
And
all
in case
the
you
way.
missed the Dolphins updates, Buffalo is back in the league.
New York?
Yes, Buffalo, New York.
Yay!
Hey.
I hate New York. No, I don't. I don't hate New York. I'm sorry
New
if you're from
Jersey.
New York. I don't quite like them that much, but it's just because I've had bad experiences in New York City.
Yes, that part.
Yeah, that's great. That's next film session. Artists randomly drawn singing song lyrics.
100%.
Yeah.
Santa Claus is coming to town. All right, give us another artist preview. Who do you want to see sing Santa Claus is coming to town?
How about the time you went to the dentist, came out with a numb mouth, and tried to say Mississippi, but accidentally created a new river?
Never a dull moment around David Newland.
Sure, David.
I think that's Sylvester Stallone. Hey, yeah, I went to the river, man. It was Mississippi. Maybe his mouth is permanently numb. He had a really bad experience at a dentist. Oh, my Mrs. Doubtfire is horrible. It's like a combination of Mario and... It's bad. It's really
Everything's
bad.
a combination of
It is.
Mario.
I always slip into Mario.
It's always some kind of Italian.
Mrs. Doubtfire singing Santa Claus is coming to town.
Heavy metal artist.
Ooh.
You don't want to hear Christopher Walken either from him.
Christopher Walken.
I don't think I have enough water to drink in here to do a heavy metal artist.
Hey. How about...
Claus is coming to town.
Oh, that's the heavy metal. I thought that was Mrs. Doubtfire.
No.
All right, Christopher Walken.
It's Santa Claus.
Hey, yo, how about the time you went to the dentist, you came out with a numb mouth and tried to say Mississippi, but accidentally created a new river.
Cowbell.
More cowbell.
More cowbell.
Jack Nicholson. Yeah, I've never even attempted a Jack Nicholson.
I don't know where I would start with a Jack Nicholson other than here's Johnny.
Yeah, besides, here's Johnny. That's about it.
What was
You can't handle the truth.
What was the end of that, Mark?
I don't know. Do it again.
Johnny. Here's Johnny.
He's a professional wrestler. Here's Jordan. Jack Nicholson went Super Saiyan.
Who's hired?
Hey, Joel's back. Welcome back, Joel.
Christopher Walken brought him back.
Yeah.
Hey, glad
Hey,
of you to come back here.
hey, Joel. I know you're working and all, but I'd really appreciate it if you'd come on back into the. See, now I slipped into Robert De Niro or something.
Come on back into the channel, you know.
You talking to me?
Are you
You
talking to me?
talking to Walken?
Walking.
Christopher. Hey,
Walken.
do you know what Christopher's favorite Christmas song is? Walking in a Winter Wonderland. Have you ever considered doing voiceover work?
You wouldn't be hired.
No. I would. Well, let me backtrack that. I would be terrible at impressionists work.
Mark can't be Triple H anymore with his haircut. Yes, he's more like corporate Kane right about now.
But if they ask me to create an original voice, I may be okay. But impressioning and trying to lock down one voice, I always end up blurring the lines and slipping
It
into
would
something
always
else.
be Italian Mickey Mouse, Italian Mrs. Doubtfire, Italian Christopher Walken, Italian Robert De Niro,
Yep.
Italian
Italian Mrs. Down now.
Would you like some pasta?
Italian Elmo.
Italian Elmo.
My name is Italian Elmer, and I'm here to make you some lasagna. Elmer loves lasagna. Subscribe to Bloods no one asked for on YouTube.
Well, we just lost 5 subscribers.
Yeah, and everyone tuned out. Goodbye and good night.
I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
Oh boy. Whew. Working and watching. Joel is double tasking.
That's right. Please don't do Elmo.
Well, unfortunately,
It's out there for the world to see now.
heavily sedated Mickey Mouse.
I don't even It kind of sounds like Mrs. Doubtfire.
I can't see my kids. I'm gonna dress up as a woman. Hire me. Oh, if anyone ever goes back and watches this live stream, they're gonna write like a book report on the divulge.
Yeah, the de-evolution of this.
Good night.
Kermit the Frog.
Beetlejuice.
Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy. I think
What? Whoa.
Miss Piggy. What is that? Mark.
Hey, Miss Piggy. How you doing, Miss Piggy?
Don't do Miss Piggy anymore. It sucks. Where's Elmo? Found something I can do.
Oh, thank you, Bert.
Ernie.
Oh man.
Donald Trump after 34,376,228 banged.
Wow.
energy
I'm
drinks.
impressed that you read that number without skipping a beat.
I like numbers.
I would definitely mess that up in a heartbeat.
I will not participate with Mr. Trump and his shenanigans.
Beetlejuice.
No, I don't have a beat.
Michael
Keaton.
Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Hey, it's me, Beetlejuice, and I don't know. I've been sitting in your doctor's office.
Sling blade.
I sort of like them French fried potatoes and mustard biscuits.
Hang on, you got to do the mouth thing though. Hang on, listen.
I reckon them there French fried taters and mustard biscuits. And I like the way you talk. boy. Ain't got no gas in it. It ain't got no gas in it. I reckon I aim to kill you with it.
I might pass out. Oh my God.
Boy.
This is great. I love the back half of this live stream is just turned into random impressions, be it good or be it bad. Just throw out random people, and we'll see if we can do the impression. This is quite fun, and we still have 8 people hanging out there that's watching it.
I'm
So
sorry, but thank you.
why not? We will be idiotic as long as you will watch us.
Okay.
Matt Damon. What does he even sound like?
Like any other white guy.
I know. Like, does Matt Damon even have an impression that you can do?
Owen Wilson. You can do
What
Owen
is
Wilson.
being mad
Not
dog?
really.
What does being mad dog by a duck mean? What is that?
Like, the duck is just like chasing you?
Is it on the washing machine? Is it? I'm highly confused.
He's reading the weather while sitting on a washing machine. Matt Damon, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like then there's, I feel like Nick Cage has a really notable voice, but it's really hard to lock in on what he sounds like. It's kind of like Sylvester Stallone,
But normal.
but not with his mouth closed.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, a word of hope. She said, see, you do good lives. Thanks for,
Lying.
the confidence.
Yeah.
We're still very new to this.
Yeah.
So,
When someone is staring you down angrily, that's being mad dogged.
is that a British term? I don't think I've ever heard that.
I've never heard that either.
Interesting. Nick Cage. What does Nick Cage sound like? What on earth? Hello? Hey,
Hey.
look at that guy.
What's up?
It's Joshua.
It's Joshua on the road.
What's up?
Hello, Josh. It's me, Kermit. Welcome back, Katie. That's an American term?
Is it really?
Say what?
Learned that from Breaking Bad?
Huh. I don't remember
I
that.
have never seen that.
No.
Skip.
You're skipping.
It's going to be really hard to watch us and be on the video. Just saying.
Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was fun while it lasted.
Yeah.
Be safe.
And that was 20 seconds of Josh.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's another notable person that has a voice for radio?
Shaquille O'Neal.
No. There's no way. Have you seen that latest Papa John's commercial? Where he's like numerous...
I've not seen the latest Papa
Three
John's
times.
commercial.
Oh,
I'm in the latest Papa John's commercial. I am Papa John's. Papa Shaq.
I'm Papa Shango. Papa Hip.
Voices for radio.
Or just voices.
Voices. Voices.
Oh, man.
Danny.
Danny DeVito. What does he sound like? Hey, it's me, Danny DeVito.
That sounds like something, but that is not Danny DeVito.
I've not seen it.
It's me, Danny DeVito. What? Do that again.
Hey, it's me, Danny DeVito.
No.
Morgan Freeman. So I did do a pretty short Morgan Freeman in the latest impression episode.
You try yours, I'll try mine after.
Okay, you got to get really close to the microphone for the Morgan Freeman, and there has to be like complete silence. Thank you for tuning in to Blanks No One Asked For. This has been Blanks No One Asked For, and certainly no one asked for this.
Okay. Sure, man. Oh, Andy Dufresne was a subscription to blanks no one asked for before he went to the Shawshank prison. Andy Dufresne was a friend of mine. Morgan Freeman out.
I could hear it.
Yeah.
I could hear it. Definitely better than mine.
Steve-O. What is it? Yelling all the time?
Oh boy.
It's a Steve-O. Welcome to blanks no one asked for. I'm gonna jump off the roof.
Oh boy.
We're so glad that you joined us here.
Good night. You'd think we'd smoked some recreational drugs before we started,
No, we
and
didn't.
it's just kicked in.
If Super Mario was an actual plumber, I'll let you take that one. Oh.
Hey, your toilet stopped up.
It's Robert De Niro.
Have you tried? Have you tried to use the plunger?
No, that's Christopher Walken.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh, Princess Peach.
Oh my goodness! Why are there still people watching? Thanks. Oh boy, goodness gracious!
Wesley Webbins. Oh, that's great.
Yosemite Sam, isn't that kind of Foghorn Leghornish?
kind of.
Kind of like.
Arrgh.
Yeah, you're on the right
Really?
track, yeah.
I thought that was a pirate.
Like, I'm gonna shoot you.
I ain't that rabbit.
Sounded like you said you ate that rabbit.
Well, you're just super walking, bro.
Hey yo, it's a me. It's Mario,
Mario.
and I'm going to save Princess Peach. Hey,
Hey.
that's Fonz.
Hey, Princess Peach. Colonel Sanders. I gotta protect my old original recipe.
Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, Johnny Depp. Captain Jack Sparrow.
John
Sparrow.
You remember this is the day that you almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow.
I hear Josh does a pretty decent Johnny Depp.
Does he?
That's what I hear. Oh my.
Only thing when people say Tom Hanks, I think
Woody.
of Forrest Gump.
Oh.
Mama said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Woody from Toy Story. Yeah, see.
Jenny.
Trying to sell a chainsaw to her.
Hey, look, Buzz! Free subscribers over there.
Buzz, you're a toy!
That almost kind of sounded like Rick Moranis.
Who is that?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh, not a fan.
Not a fan. It just freeze up.
Oh, I think we lost our camera.
No. Can you still hear us? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be able to.
Yeah, they can.
I'm surprised the battery pack lasted 2 hours.
We made it 2 hours. We now know that 2 hours is our limit.
Is our limit.
Harry Potter trying to sell a ski condo in Aspen while being pecked by Barbara Streisand.
Gosh.
What in the
How?
world, David Newman?
How?
Also, Woody from Toy Story trying to sell a chainsaw to a raccoon. We are still here.
We're still here.
We're coming back.
Technical difficulties.
That's life.
That's life. You gotta do your thing up here in the top right corner.
Boop.
Boo-boo.
And a baboon.
And babushka.
Hey!
Babushka.
Mazel tov.
Welcome back to Rings No One Asked For.
To infinity and beyond.
That's pretty good.
Really?
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
I feel like it needed more bass. I couldn't quite get there.
Richard Pryor selling fire extinguishers. Well, unfortunately, can't say a few things that Richard Pryor used to say. If Rambo was a musical,
That was a question that David Newland asked when I did the
Tyson
Q&A.
doing It's a Small World.
Oh my goodness,
This
you
is
guys
really
are doing
evolving.
great. Mike Tyson. Mike
It's
Tyson.
a small world.
It's a small world after all.
It's a small world.
Hey, it's a small world after all.
My back is broken.
My ear.
Spinal.
His ear. Someone's ear.
My dear, why do I have this tattoo on my face?
That sounded like a clip from The Hangover.
It did.
What did I see? Oh, Rambo was a musical.
Yeah.
Rambo's Sylvester Stallone, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill them, but they give me no choice. We're in the jungle, baby. You're gonna die. The Guns N' Roses
I was about to say the end of
crossover.
that sounded like Axel today now.
Oh boy. Crypto? You mean? Is that crypto like the currency?
I think so.
Cryptocurrency? Yeah, probably.
See, what you want to do is you want to liquidify your assets and turn it all into digital. Crypto is the new wave. FTX, baby.
I don't think I've ever heard Batman say baby.
Baby. Alfred.
Baby.
Alfred, get the Batmobile.
Baby.
Baby Alfred.
Oh.
Jaws trying to sell Tupperware to a screwdriver. What?
That is a prehistoric shark.
Almost like
Pinocchio
Scooby.
trying to find his nose.
Ooh,
That's a good one.
Pinocchio. See, that's another tough one because it's like Mickey Mouse, the gingerbread man from Shrek, and then Pinocchio. Nope, that's Mickey Mouse.
I'm a real boy.
I'm a real boy.
Where's my nose?
That's not my stringed underwear. Shrek.
Oh, gotcha.
I can't find my nose. Which means you don't know if I'm lying.
Oh, what is he? Schizo Pinocchio. Schiznochio.
Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th stepping on a Lego.
He would no sell the Lego. This man was literally electrified and burnt and buried beneath the ground.
Oh no. Word of Hope says do Shrek.
That'll do, donkey.
Shrek.
That's you.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
That'll do. Let me grab my harmonica because donkey, that'll do.
That'll do.
Oh. Well, let me.
That sounds like a French impersonation. Like, mon ami.
My goodness. Donkey.
Donkey.
But first, I'll make a waffle.
That's pretty good.
Ogres are like onions. They sting? No, they have layers. Oh, that's not as fun. Can I stay at your place? Please, please, can I stay at your place?
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's a good Eddie Murphy.
So next, the Nutty Professor.
Oh,
The Grinch selling a Christmas album.
If R2T2 read Shakespeare.
Oh, I thought you were doing the Grinch.
no, there you go. Hey, the Grinch said
Christmas.
album.
Yeah, go for it.
That's all you.
I don't know how to do
better
the Grinch.
I think Jim Carrey. Like,
I have to sell this Christmas album. Who was that?
the monocle guy.
Not Jim Carrey.
But what will I wear?
Yeah, you're on the right path there.
Man.
Yeah. All righty.
All righty then. Oh boy.
How have people stayed around for this?
I know. We still got people hanging on. That's awesome. We love you guys.
Oh. Yeah, your sides hurt, mine, everything.
Man, you should have been here yesterday. My voice is literally hoarse today from laughing so hard.
Yeah.
Really, just some great stuff came out of yesterday. We did Letter of Complaint. We did Change Game 2. We did the Random Commercial Challenge number 6. We did a Fortnite dance challenge that Josh hosted because none of the others of us know about Fortnite. We did another installment of Scenes from a Hat, the Whose Line Is It Anyway game. And then we did What the Dub. And some shorts. So, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, my stomach hurts.
Yeah, mine too. Oh, my God.
All right, guys. Well, I think we are going to wrap this thing up. It has been more than 2 hours, and thank you to those who have stuck around to see us and hear us to the end. I'm really glad that we hung out longer than I thought we would. Yeah. Otherwise, we wouldn't have gotten to this impression version.
Montage.
Montage. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. That's a great word for it. Stay tuned for Mark in a Elvis costume that is much smaller than it should be. And some other ideas that have been spitballed out of today's live stream.
Do you own an Elvis outfit?
No, but we will.
I normally wear your outfit when I do.
So, I think without further ado, this has been Blanks No One Asked For, and certainly no one asked
For that.
for this.